Well, I'm not really surprised for this kind of occasion because I'm in the movie. Philippine, I'm an actor there, and
Yes.
we are used to have this, gatherings and occasion. And about here, well, it's like better than never. Because, I've been refereeing for many years already in the Philippines since 1963. That's why when I came here, I'm already a skilled referee because I referee thousands of fights there because I am in demand to referee in the neighborhood, in provinces in the Philippines. Because I could attract a little bit in the fight because I'm an actor. They know me there.
Yes.
And here, well, it's a lifetime achievement for me
Yes.
to be inducted in this, big occasion. And I'm the only referee, I think, that will be inducted as a, Hall of Fame.
Yes. And
So
you've been in the
it's,
ring with the greatest fighters.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali, Tyson.
I got the chance of refereeing good fights because of my idol, Jose Suleiman.
Oh.
Jose Suleiman, I like him, I love him, And I was, disappointed when I did not know any about him already when I'm not active in the fights. Because my last license is in 2000 year, 2001, I think. So how many? So I went to the grocery, and I saw he's a covered in the Ring magazine that he passed away. Boy, it shocked me, It's like, because I love Mr. Call him Senor Suleiman.
Yes.
I love him. He is the one who gave me these important fights because he believes in my work.
Yes.
He will not just, and he is the one.
He understood the importance of the referee because
Yes,
the referee has the life of the boxers in his hands.
When he saw me the thriller in Manila,
Yes.
and I met him in Los Angeles in a big fight. And I was with a Filipino promoter, known, an old guy, Sarial. They call he's the father of
Papa
boxing.
Sarial?
He's a big promoter.
Yes.
And we were together. He took me to the fight, and we met Mr. Jose Suleiman. And then he told me that he likes my work. And right after that, he gave me an assignment. So, and before, I almost got all the big fights here. And then they came, other referees, and then they also got it.
Yes. Well, Philippines is a great country for boxing. How? Yeah, so you were an actor before being referee?
Yes.
How did you get into boxing?
My family, my father and my uncle represented boxing Olympics in 1932 in Los Angeles and 1936 in Berlin, Germany. So when they let me put the gloves up to because we came, they are not professional. After representing boxing Olympics as an amateur, they became movie stars, my father and my uncle. And you will not believe it, they are very handsome. My father is considered the Charles Farrer of the Philippines, and my uncle is an action star. So I grew up in movies.
Yeah.
And, I referee. Later on, just not really supporting because my category is a leading man. So I'm always get me to appear in a big name also because I will be under because they're already there. So it's all star or co-starring, not supporting.
I see.
So
Yes.
that's it. So in the fights, when I came here, I already refereed hundreds of times, and I'm already a skilled referee. So when I came here, maybe they thought, who is this guy? But they believe in me when they saw the Ali Fraser fight, the thriller in Manila.
Yes.
So I'm very confident. I don't get nervous. I know already in the movie, okay, rehearsal, this and that, you do this, after this, so I know that in the ring. When there's a knockdown, I already know. Put the guy who scored the knockdown to the farthest neutral corner, and I said, stay there and don't come out until I say so, and I pick the count. Not like I saw others in other countries. When there's a knockdown, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's not the way. They get nervous. There's a knockdown, leave that guy down. Then, let the other guy who scored the knockdown to the prosecutor, or when there's a knockdown, you have to see first, after you came back to that guy, his situation. If you don't need to count him, don't count. Because his life may be in danger. See?
Yes. Yeah.
That's why they like me, you know. Because I'm already used to the crowd.
Yes.
That's it.
And do you have a favorite fighter, or as you as a referee, which was the fight that you like being refereeing?
Could you? No.
Yes, sure, no problem. Yes.
Okay. You know,
because you
when I referee good fights, you are carried away. Because I'm an amateur also in the Philippines. I never stopped doing gym work. So, you carried away, you know. And in the first, second, I will, you know, at least I will know that who's going to win or who's going to be knocked out. And I enjoy good fights, but lousy fights, you know. It's like just you have to say, music, please, because they're dancing. But good fighters, there's a lot. Muhammad Ali is considered the top because he knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
He you know, he's a good talker. But there's a lot also good fighters. So from heavyweights up to the light flyweight, you know, there's a lot. You cannot name, you know, this and like this, but
Yes.
and there are many good fights.
Because you were with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes, the first one,
Leonard Benitez.
the second one, and no, the first one is with Benitez
With Benitez.
when they stopped the fight and I declared him the winner. He became a welterweight world champion, Leonard. And then his first title defense is with Duran in Montreal, Canada.
Yes.
And he lost to Duran. And I was, you know, interviewed in New York by Howard Cosell. They didn't stop. They like blaming me for his. But, you know, boxers, my experience, when they win, that's what the referee, they like you. If they lose, they hate you. You know, referee is a you know, it's like that's why I move a lot. Because they put you in the middle with those two boxers that are killing themselves. Like they don't need you there. Because you always avoid them, you know. And well, I like refereeing when it's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yes, and you were with Salvador Sanchez and Wilfredo Gomez, right?
Yeah, they are both undefeated, both world champion. And I stopped the fight in the 8th round, I think so, because Salvador Sanchez boy is better than the other guy.
Yes.
They're both good, but the other one is better.
Yeah.
And I was the referee. It's a history in the making. You know what? A light heavyweight champion became a heavyweight champion in the world. That's the person when Michael Spinks beat Larry Holmes by points, only by points.
Yes.
So it's a history in the making. See,
Yeah.
I refereed many good fights, and also it's they based on my refereeing what happened. I referee bantamweight championship in Texas. The guy got knocked down, so I come. Yeah. And then when I declare knockout, I raised the hands of the other guy, the winner. And then the commissioner that called my attention. It's the commissioner. Hey, Carlos, you count already 10. The timekeeper already count 9. I said, what? He continued the fight. Boy, because the winner, all the 100 and everything, is already on top, lifting up. So I have to put them, all of them down. I said, continue the fight, continue. And then, later on, that guy who wins in the first time, he knocks again the guy. And then they study what to do. Now, it came now that if there is a knockdown, the referee won't count yet. He has to pick the count from the timekeeper.
Yes.
Because before, you have just to follow the pounding of the timekeeper when you start counting on the see? They learn on that fight. So now if there is a knockdown, the referee will just pick the count of the knockdown timekeeper. Timekeeper is the one who said 1, 2, and then you put the other guy to the neutral corner, and then pick the count.
Yes.
And then also, there's another one. Because, I have to think good things when you're refereeing. Before, I think it's Senor Suleiman who told me that. If there's a knockdown, when the guy get up, you just don't continue fight. You have to ask. You have to call his attention and say, come here. Hand me your glove. Come here. If you just, fight this over. No. It's Jose Suleiman who told me that. And that everybody follows that. I don't know who's claiming that they are the best.
Yeah.
I am the best. Who did that?
Yes. And well, you throughout your career, you went through several improvements with changing of rules. For example, from 15 to 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Did you agree with
Well,
fights
I
going
agree
down to
because
12 rounds?
before, referee scored the fight. 2 judges on the ringside and the referee. But sometimes if there is a fight very close, one got knocked down and then the other got knocked and then you get confused. Who win? So you just score it draw. See? When they take out our, power to score the fight, it's good. Because the referee just only concentrate in his referee to break who committed the foul. But when we score before, it's confusing.
Yes.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
because
good. And not only that, they put, Jose Suleiman is the one who put that all good things. Before there are 3 ropes. During Jose Suleiman, he put 4 ropes.
Exactly. Yes.
See?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
Also, the size of the gloves.
yes, and the 15 rounds too much.
Yes.
It's too much.
Too much.
Because they-
The accidents were between the 13, 14, and 15 round. The worst. Dehydration,
Yes, yes.
accidents in the ring.
Most of them, get brain damage or,
Uh-huh.
12 rounds is just right.
Yes.
They're pounding each other, then you have to wait for 15 rounds.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So it's Jose Suleiman who cut that rounds.
Yes.
12 rounds. Jose Suleiman. That's why he's my idol. Maybe many referees and boxers, because he create many good things. He improved boxing.
He devoted his life
Huh?
to make it safer and better for the boxer.
Yeah, sure.
Not for the business, for the boxer.
Yes.
Because boxing is a dangerous sport. So he concentrated in safety.
Yeah.
All the rules are for safety. And also, before they used to weigh in the same day of the fight. Now it's 24 hours before. Because on the same day of the fight, sometimes they had to lose
And also to get your weight. The same day.
the same day.
You have to go to the Turkish bag or whatever. You have to jog. But you have to fight at night.
Yes.
Now it's the following day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The weigh-in.
Yes. They are better physically, they give better fights, and they are safer.
Yes.
Because dehydration is terrible. And making weight the same day of the fight, that was very, very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah, that's. They have to improve to think, not just being in that position.
Uh-huh.
You have to think for the good of the fight.
And your last fight was with one of the world legends from the Philippines, right? With Manny?
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao was
No,
your last fight?
I still have. Manny is not a world champion yet.
Uh-huh.
He was only a good in the Philippines. That fight, I'm supposed to go back. I go there for vacation. And then, I'm about to leave the following day. And they told me, Carlos, please, because they know my categories, this is an important fight for Manny Pacquiao. Because the winner, he will have a chance to fight for the world championship. So, I postponed my coming back here, stay. And, the opponent, Hashim or whatever his name, he's taller, younger, stronger, and dirty fighter. Managed by Jeff Finnick, the trainer from Australia. So, in the 7th round, I think, Manny got knocked down. I thought he's going to get up because his eye is like a cross iron. Because I'm a Filipino and everybody's Filipino watching the fight. So I prolonged the count. I know how to do it. And when he get up, I still am. Hey, are you okay? And that's prolonging the fight. Are you okay? Okay, fight. And then Finnick, because Manny is, it's not like Manny now. Because he was not trained by Freddie Roach yet. He holds for his dear life. And the guy pushed him. He went down again. I said, hey, to the opponent, you don't do that. Prolonging, you don't do that. That's what. Okay, judges, get action. Get action. Manny is still groggy. And then get up. Now, Are you okay? Okay. And then he's shorter. He batted the other guy. That's a cut. I said, God, I declare it a punch. But it's if there is a bat, you have to stop the punch to the judges. Headbutt, headbutt. That's a point deduction. But if you don't do that, the fight continue, meaning to say it's a good, clean punch. So, it's not really big and it's not really, but I never stopped the doctor to check. I want to see it. Serious? Later on, I know, because they said, better knock that guy, money. Because, in the Philippines, you might be, we will be in trouble. So I know that the guy, but he's strong. And after the end of that round, I told the doctor ring physician, because he's on my left, and this is the neutral color, and I took the guy who got the cut. When the doctor is approaching, he said, "That." But the other guy is in his back, I'm facing his back. Then the doctor, he already sensed what I mean. He climbed out. He take my responsibility because as a referee, that's the best way to do. Let the doctor stop the fight. So that you will not, but they really, they know that it's my fault.
Yeah.
My God, they want to, the corner of that guy, trying to me. But the people there, Philippines, they get it, throw to that guy. And because they're from, what country is that, Jack Phoenix? They pick the cow, they said that they throw to them, they throw it back to the people. They're tough,
Yes.
Australia. Australia is tough people because when I referee in England, they said, because I don't know what's the topic, King. Australian, they are the descendant of that people is criminals, tough criminals. They throw in there in Australia. That's why they're tough. Boy, and and Jeff Phoenix, he told me that because we will have a convention in Mexico. He told me, I will see you in Mexico. And then, in myself, I said, you go ahead. But if he hit me, I will hit him. I never stop, during the time, I still weighed 160. I hit the bag,
Yes.
I never stop exercising boxing my life. Up to now.
Yeah.
Only I'm steady because I cannot.
Just
Just steady, pat, and then the speedball, that's all.
Yeah.
Before, God,
But
I referee.
did you get in the ring?
Yes.
Or did you fought
As a-
did you get to professional or just
No,
just
amateurs,
amateur?
and then later on, I'm a movie, appearing in movie picture, and that, like I've said, I'm demand to referee in the provinces, like Cebu, Davao. He said, Carlos, we have a former Oriental champion, welterweight. He's 6'2", I think. And he looks American. He looks well because maybe his father or what. And the name of that guy, Billy Coney. Took to Billy Coney. He stole a picture guy and to me, when they said, I said, sure, yes. I just prepare for 1 week, you know. And then I go there, I never get nervous, okay. And then the fight. And then later on, you know what the promoter told me? You know, before we have this Olympic silver medalist, Anthony Villanueva, Filipino, and the people did not like it. They like your fight because, you know, the way I do it, I never dance. Like, bang, 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 I'm there. Because my favorite is Rocky Marciano or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't play in the, when the bell rang, you know, I'm already there. So, they like. I said, boy. And I've been sparring most of the Philippine champion. Lighter than me. But I can remember I spied, one time he went to my house because I have a makeshift gym and ring. I made a ring in the side of our house and gym. And we spar. We spar. He's a former welterweight world champion, Roberto Cruz. Roberto Cruz. And then later, when I was assigned to referee in Parwa place, and he will be fight, he has a steak. Steak. Oh, so that when you do it before the fight, he will eat it. My God, but he believe that he will get stronger. And I was trying. When I was appearing in the movies, and then I said, I want to at least follow my father's foot. I know I will not win, because I'm 30 years old at the time, and I have 6 children already. And there's a place there where all amateur are doing the fights. Then this Filipino who got the silver medalist, we were together, exercising, sparring, by God. And then I said, well, it's really hard. Sometimes when I got hit in the air, I thought they cut my head. That's the feeling I got. So I said, but you know, later on, there's a fight, elimination. If the winner will be representing the Olympics. But I never fought really on the elimination. I went there. My name is there. I already lost disqualification. I saw the guy billionaire guy, approached me. This is my manager. I will represent his Rancho Hota, whatever. He said, Carlos, do you know that you already have? Yeah, I already have that. Because I'm appearing in the movies, I earned. I said, what happened, Doc? He said, Doc, well, you have a question. That's why they didn't consider yours. Why? They said you are a semi-professional. What? I never put in any elimination amateur. Because I aspire mostly to the Philippine champion. I never aspire to those. Now sometimes, you know, there's a 6-footer guy. He became a star because he's a stuntman before and then whatever. He's trying. He's an amateur. You know the middleweight in the Philippines? There are only 3 the middleweight. They're beating each other. And then I went to the gym. I don't have a guy to spar. And the one who trains me said, hey, Belleza, the 6-footer guy who said with the other, spar with Carlos. No. What? He doesn't like to spar with me. Maybe he saw me. He saw me. Imagine that is the middleweight champion, huh? Well, that's me. I'm a silent. You know what I think? If I became a professional, I could be a world champion. I am a very dedicated guy because I inherited in my father and my uncle.
Yes.
Do you know during the time, can I continue?
Yes.
During the time, we are sleeping together because we are many, some others, you know, some relatives. I had to jog in the morning, early, 4 o'clock, something. I don't have any alarm clock. I have this phosphor, you know, to stay to light. If you like cigarette, when I walk, it's too early. My God, that's the. And then I read that Rocky Marciano is doing his, you know, his road walk twice a day. I said, I'll do that. I do. The other day, I do it twice a day. That's why, you know.
Yes. And well, tomorrow night, you're going to be inducted also with my father. So two very good friends that did a lot for the boxers are getting inducted in the same class. So Carlos Padilla, also Jose Sulaiman, and so it's very touching to hear your feelings for my father.
I love him. I love him, Senor Suleiman. You know.
Yes, I
And
appreciate that very
there
much.
are already times, because the president of any boxing organization is the one who command the appointment, the judges, the referees. Later on, you know, sometimes they say, especially I was not born here. Why is he always getting here? Then they know all the big people here. And then they said, why not? They bother appoint, you know, and everything. That's why every time I saw Senor Suleiman, Carlos, I to you to do that fight. But they said no. They said no. So it's like, you know, it's just like, you know, if you cannot beat them, then just join them, you know. Why we contradict because of one like me? That's what I, because, you know, like everybody thinking, it's not good to be good. It's not good to be good.
Yes.
There are some who will, so, I could still referee during 2001, but I never renew my license. I know that's a long story. The boxing commissioner, you know, but the one who hold the office as but the commissioner, they like me. They like me.
Yes.
One time, you know, they called my attention because, you know, they're trying to, you know. He said, hey, Carlos, is that guy bothering you? The boxing? I said, why, sir? Because, you know, you're the best we've got. They told me that. What did they? Next time they do it, let us know. I just keep quiet, you know. And, well, that's a long story. Well, that's what I said. It's not good to be good. If you become good, that's it. That's all. Don't, because others will envy you.
Yes.
I was the center of envy in this later on. So, that's it.
Okay. Perfect. It was.